this is part 2 of our weekend recap. Yeah, I'll call it the weekend recap. We'll talk some PS Plus games because they've been announced. Some Xbox Summer Spotlight, Co-op, and Breath of the Wild. And we'll talk some Middle-earth Shadow of War, plus a few other things. We'll get into it in the breakdown. What's going on, people? It's your boy DaRealMastalin coming at you with your daily dose. And as always, before we get started, I need y'all to do those 3 very simple things. First one, use your grappling hook, pull yourself to that like button, hit it 1 time. Subscribe here for more. Hit that notification bell so you get notified every single time I drop a video. Now let's break down the rest of the weekend. Alright, and just like yesterday, we're just going to use this as a recap video. So it'll be a little of this, a little of that. It'll be one continuous flow. Tomorrow we should be back to our regularly scheduled program where I break up the various topics. But we're going to start off with the PlayStation Plus games for August. They have been announced and they are pretty good in my opinion. And this month you'll be getting Just Cause 3 for PS4 as well as Assassin's Creed Freedom Cry for PS4. That's the standalone expansion that has you play as the slave turned pirate. That was pretty dope in my opinion. Just Cause 3 is also fun. It has its own set of frame rate issues that I don't think they quite ironed out completely, but it's still a fun game. And you get That's You. It's a bonus title. It's technically for PS4, but it's not really. It's for the phone. Like, it's basically take a picture of someone doodle on their face. So it's every photo app in existence right now, except for they tried to make it into a game. I don't know that they're going to sell. It's very weird, but there's like hundreds of thousands of free phone apps that do this exact same thing. But whatever. For PS3, you get Super Motherload and Snake Ball. And for PS Vita, you get Downwell and Level 22. Right now, you can still go get the PS4 titles because they'll be available until August 1st, and then they'll switch over. So if you haven't gone and picked those up, go pick those up because those are also pretty good. You get Until Dawn and the entire Game of Thrones Telltale series, which is hit or miss. If you like Game of Thrones, you'll like it. If you don't, you don't. Next up, we got Xbox's Summer Spotlight. And for those of you who don't know, the Xbox Summer Spotlight is basically a revamped version of the Xbox 360 Summer of Arcade. It's just where they highlight a bunch of smaller games, indie games, some, AA games, but for the most part, they highlight a bunch of smaller games that are new so that people can get a feel for what's out there on the Xbox platform. And right now they have Fortnite, Fable Fortunes, What Remains of Edith Finch, and Gigantic, those type of things, so that you can again see that they're there. Sometimes they'll have sales, sometimes it'll just be, hey, this is available, come buy it. But it highlights a lot of these smaller studios. And for those of you who are on Xbox One, if you purchase $40 worth of stuff, it doesn't matter what it is, whether it's one game, whether it's a bunch of games, if you purchase $40 worth of stuff and you're in the Xbox reward program, you get 4,000 reward points. So if you're gonna buy some games anyway, just go ahead, sign up for the reward program just so you get these free points, because you're gonna buy the games anyway. You might as well get the points while you're at it. Killing Floor 2 is coming to Xbox One next month on August 29th, and it'll be available for $39.99 American, $29.99 pounds, and €39.99 euro. It is coming with exclusive content, which it says is timed, but it's basically a freeze thrower weapon. It's a flamethrower that freezes everything. And it'll have integrated Mixer support. So for those of you who use Mixer like I do, you'll be able to interact with things happening in the game directly through Mixer. There's some games that do this across multiple platforms. They do it on Twitch too for some of the games now, but it's going to be one of those completely integrated games where you can just throw stuff in or spawn things. It'll be neat to see what they add, just because it's one of those games that if you play it right, if it's intense enough, it provides a good experience. Like I personally like Killing Floor 2. I played a lot on PC, but if you have a desire to play it, you can get it on Xbox One, and of course that'll transfer to Xbox One X. They also said that it'll be one of the Xbox One X enhanced games with 4 full K support, increased performance, high resolution textures, shadow maps, and shadow fade out distance. So it should look better on the Xbox One X. How much better, it remains to be seen, but it says full 4K support, so it should be full 4K. The game is graphically endearing but not overly intense, so it should be able to handle it well enough. I just wonder what the frame rate is going to look like on the Xbox One X, and that'll be the determining factor as to whether or not it is a more definitive experience. Next up, if you pre-order Destiny 2, you get a new exotic. It's called the Cold Heart, which is an exotic trace rifle, which is basically an elongated beam cannon. Like, it just shoots a focused beam and you can get precision headshots with it. It looks pretty dope. They said it will be the one and only of its kind for now, but it's an Omelon rifle that shoots a laser beam. I'm expecting that more will come down the line as they add more weapons, especially considering that all the weapons have fixed roles. I think that we're going to see more integrated weapons come as time goes on at a much faster rate. And that's what they're going to focus on, since everything has a defined role, so that they can give you a more varied play style as far as Destiny 2 goes. I know there's people who are very up on it, very down on it, saying it's just Destiny 1 DLC. I'm not really disputing that. They have changed, or upgraded the visual style because they left the 360 and PS3 behind. So there has been varied improvements in just the look of the game based on that. So we'll see if Destiny 2 goes forward the way Destiny 1 was supposed to, with that 10-year cycle of just updates from here on out. Hopefully it does, and they just tweak and refine stuff over time, more in the line of an MMO that they're trying to be, as opposed to continue to put out sequels and just become another shooter that falls into that same space. We'll see. And next up, we have the Shelob trailer from Shadow of War, and fire. Like, I am all in on Shadow of War, as many of you have already guessed from how much I talk about it, but the trailer itself was fire. It introduced a new character and a different angle for the dichotomy between Talion and Celebrimbor. So it'll be interesting to see how this plays out. And she is basically a giant spider in woman form. Kind of like she's a spider. She's a humongous spider. She provides visions to Talion, according to the trailer, that shows how his story will progress, and that provides a little tension between Celebrimbor and Talion. It plays out really dope. I'm gonna have a full breakdown of this trailer coming up tomorrow, so look out for that. And it fits perfectly with the Shadow of Mordor, Shadow of War transition, because she lives in Cirith Ungol, which is the spider pass, more or less, that leads to Mordor. So it's a good twist with the lore and a character that doesn't really get too much focal point. And with the focus on spiders in Shadow of War, it should be really, really dope. So like I said, I'll have a full trailer breakdown. Look out for that tomorrow. And go watch the full trailer, which I'll link below, or you can just wait till tomorrow for my trailer breakdown. I'll also link the full trailer there too, so that you can peruse it at your leisure. And last up, this is a quick story, but modders have taken the unofficial emulated version of Zelda Breath of the Wild and made a co-op mode, or they're in the process of making co-op mode. And it's crazy how people work towards something so quickly as soon as it comes out. Now, I'm not saying that my emulators are the best thing or the worst thing. I'm gonna leave you to make that decision for yourself. But emulators provide means for things like this to happen, for games to live on far beyond their expiration date. And it would be best if all these companies hopped on this train, but unfortunately it's not going to happen with a lot of them. A lot of them are stuck in their ways. But like I said, if you are looking to try to get into this co-op experience that they have, then you can hop on the PC version on the Wii U emulator. I'm not personally gonna link it, but for those of you who don't know, hit me up on Twitter. I'll tell you how to get to it. I don't want no takedowns from Nintendo, because Nintendo be coming for people's heads, so I ain't trying to get none of that on my channel. So support the companies that make these games, yes, but companies that make these games get with the times, because if you don't, you're gonna get left behind. What you need to do is, instead of fighting these people, you need to be trying to figure out how to hire these people. Just a little quick words of advice. That's all the news I got for today. Like I said, tomorrow we'll be back to our regularly scheduled program. I appreciate y'all. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think of everything I covered today. Watch that Shelob trailer. Like, it's dope. And yes, I know there's gonna be people who like, you said that wrong. I don't care. That's how I say it. You ain't gotta say it the same way. Coming from me all crazy. Anyway, follow your boy on Twitter at DaRealMastalin, mixer.com/DaRealMastalin. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. Look out for more videos coming from your boy. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Love y'all like some play, cousin. I'm out.